Okay, so in the last episode, we won our first trophy in the DFB Pokal, which is the first of our career. Now, this is what the team looks like after that season, with Knopf being 81 rated, but he is reached his potential, so we are gonna sell him and sign somebody with higher potential. We have 83 million to spend, and the first option here is Pulisic from Newcastle, as well as Bakayoko from Manchester, Abdul Abbas from Liverpool, who I thought was a Salah regen, but Salah is still at Liverpool, so it's just a player from their academy. We also have Pedro Neto, as well as Karim Adeyemi here, with good pace there, 96 pace. We also have Federico Chiesa, who is 28 years old. We also have Matthias Sule from Roma, as well as Amad Diallo from Manchester United, with 86 dribbling. But we're going to go with Bakayoko, who has good potential there. Only 23 years old, 82 rated, so he can go up in rating a good amount. Now he is 47 million market value, so we're going to offer about 50, but they want 51. So we're going to accept the 51 million that they want. Now, so Bakayoko is our first and probably only signing of this window here. Now this is what the team looks like here with Bakayoko, 82 rated. Now in January we might be signing a new attacking midfielder to replace Chaibi, but it depends on how we perform. Now our first game here is against Leipzig in the German Super Cup, where we lose 4-2 on penalties, with Ekitike missing his penalty, and he's missed a lot of penalties when we sim. But now our first game of the season here is going to be against Leverkusen. Now Fofana has the ball here, gets this to Hoffman. Now he's going to pass that to Vlahovic here. Vlahovic is through on goal, kind of. Now Thiet makes a great tackle there as we get this over to Bakayoko. Now we're going to pass that to Ekitike here. Okay, we get past Ta here, but Ta's too fast, so we need to just turn around here. Cross it over to Gittins. Get that over to Chaibi here. We just need to try and pass that, but we just turned right into a defender there, as Tella has the ball here. Runs past Fran Garcia here. He's going to pass that into the box here. Wirtz takes the shot, but that's going to go just wide of the goal there, as they pass this to Vlahovic here, who's through on goal, gets this to Tella. Tella has the ball here, gets that to Wirtz. And that's a great block by Thiet there to deny the first goal of the game. Now Wirtz has it, gets this to Tella. Fran Garcia with a great tackle though, as Gittins has the ball here. Passes that to Ekitike. Over to Chaibi. We're going to pass it over to Bakayoko, who takes the shot. And that's a great goal by Bakayoko. I hope I'm pronouncing that right though. Now Pedri has the ball here. Now Wirtz gets this to Vlahovic. Branthwaite with a great interception there, as we get the to Bakayoko, who plays that through to Ekitike here. But that's going to be offside, and that could have been 2-0 had Ekitike stayed onside there. But now Fofana has the ball. Crosses it over to Vlahovic, who takes the shot, and that was a good cross by them there. So Ekitike steals the ball from Jonathan Tah here. Takes the shot, and that could have been 2-0 there as well. But the keeper makes a great save there. Now Mancini has it. Gets this over to Grimaldo. Now Tella has it here. Gonna get that to Alex Garcia, who gets that to Vlahovic, who takes the shot, and we couldn't switch to the right defender there as it switched to Menu. But now Larson gets this over to Jaibi. Over to Ekitike here. We're gonna take the shot, but that's gonna be blocked by the defender there. Now Menu has it. We're gonna get that over to Chaibi. We're going to pass that back to Ekitike here, who's through on goal. We're going to take the shot here. And Ekitike makes it 2-1 here in the 78th minute, as we potentially can win this game here. Now Wirtz has the ball. Gets this to Thiet with a great interception there. Now we're just going to pass this forward to Bakayoko on the left here, or right. Takes the shot. And that's a great goal by our new signing Bakayoko, who gets 2 in this game here to make it 3-1. But now Fofana kicks off the game here. Passes that to Alex Garcia, who's going to get that through to Vlahovic. We should make the tackle, but Wirtz gets it and takes a shot, and that's going to be 3-2 in the 89th minute here as they are trying to get the equalizer. But this game is going to end 3-2 as we managed to win our first game versus Leverkusen here. Now currently after 5 games we are second place with 15 points, and we lost our first Champions League game here to Napoli. But our next game here is going to be against PSG, who is probably the current best team in the world here. So if we can at least draw or win versus them, we can potentially win the Champions League here, or show that we have the team to win. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. We're going to take the shot. We just couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Fran Garcia is going to get this over to Larson there. Chaibi, great dribbling there. We're going to pass it forward to Gittins here, who gets tackled off the ball by Hernandez. Now Tomas has the ball here. Gets this over to Vitinha. Now Vitinha has the ball here, gets past 2 of our midfielders, and he's doing good on dribbling there. Kvaratskhelia is going to pass that over to Bernardo Silva, through to Thomas, and Truban with a great save. Now Gittins has the ball here. We'll get past the fullback there. Some great pace by Gittins there as we take the shot, and that's going to go straight to Donnarumma there. But now Fabian crosses that over, and Branthwaite with a great header out. Mainu with a bicycle pass or something. DeMarco has the ball here. Now Vitinha gets that over to Fabian. Now he's probably going to pass that over to Vitinha there. So we just need to block them from getting a goal there. But Kvaratskhelia, strong goal, takes the shot. And that's a great goal by PSG there to put them 1 in the lead. Now Mainu gets this through to Chaibi. We're going to pass it over to Gittins if we can. We're just going to cross it over to Ekitike, who's free. Takes the shot, and that's a great goal by Ekitike there. Manages to volley that into the corner of the goal there. With power as well. Now Kvaratskhelia has the ball here. And that's a great tackle by Connor Bradley there. Knocks Kvaratskhelia off his feet. And Bakayoko just couldn't make the pass to Chaibi there. As Vitinha gets it to Thuram, who gets that to Kvaratskhelia there. Thuram is going to get that to DeMarco, so we just need to not let him get a second goal. As Truban with a great save from Fabian's shot. Pass that straight into Hernandez. Kvaratskhelia has the ball again here. Bernardo Silva with the shot as he makes it 2-1 there. And that's a great goal by Bernardo Silva. And now we have the ball up here. Pass it to Ekitike. Get that to Gittins. Takes the shot. And that's a great goal by Jamie Gittins to equalize this up to make it 2-2. As Thuram has the ball here. Gets past our defenders there. Now can we just make the tackle there? It's going to be a pass to Kvaratskhelia. Great save by Truban, but he was offside. Now Vitinha is going to pass this probably over to Kvaratskhelia. Great block there by Branthwaite, but that's a free kick. And Theet with a great block there. Great goal line clearance from him. Bernardo Silva with the ball here. Gives this to Joe Bellingham. And that game is going to end 2-2 as we managed to draw versus probably the best team in the world right now. So our next game here is going to be against Liverpool, who is another good team here, probably one of the best teams in the world as well. But now Mecha has the ball here. Going to pass it over to Kim Min-jae. Guendouzi gets it as Jonathan David has the ball here. Just cannot let them score here as they're going to be really good on this attack. Now David has it. Great tackle from Branthwaite though. Now Gittins uses his pace to get past Trent here, who's catching up. And we're going to try and cross that, but that's going to be tackled off the ball by Trent. As we have the ball here, Bakayoko with great pace there. Gets that to Ekitike here. Takes the shot, but that's going to be saved by Mamardashvili. And Guendouzi passes that back to Konate, who gets it to Salah. And we just cannot let them score here. So they get past our defenders here. Jonathan David with the ball, but Theet with a great tackle there. So he gets this to Jones here. Trubin with a great save though. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. Gets past Robinson here with some great move. Gets it to Gittins, who takes the shot, and that's a great goal by us here, with Bakayoko using skill to get past Robinson. Back to Bakayoko here. We're going to try and get that through to Ekitike if we can, but that's going to go straight to Konate there. Now Kim Min-jae has the ball. Gets this to Robinson. Now we just need to make an interception here, try and get a second goal, so we can potentially win this game. Cannot let them get many chances here. But now Gittins has it here. We're going to pass this if we can. We're going to pass it over to Fran Garcia, who's going to cross that in if we can, but we're just going to pass it instead on the ground. Now Mainu gets that to Ekitike here. Back to Bakayoko, over to Gittins, but that's going to be shot straight at Mamardashvili again there. But now Robinson crosses this over to Salah here. And this would be another team that just crosses it. But David takes the shot there. And that's going to go in for 1-1 there in the 56th minute. So Gittins has the ball here. Bits that to Ekitike, over to Chaibi. Bakayoko with the shot. And that's going to be blocked by the keeper there. And man, Liverpool are just crossing the ball a lot here, as David has the ball, takes a shot and bounces it off the crossbar with great power there. We're going to get that through to Gittins here, who is onside. Pass that back to Ekitike if we can, but we're just going to take the shot from Mamardashvili with another great save there. But now Shesko has it here, gets past Branthwaite, and we need to make the tackle here. And Shesko just scored the goal to make it 2-1 in the 87th minute here, as Gittins has the ball here. We're going to cut this back here, try and pass that into Bakayoko, who takes a shot, but that's going to be blocked by the defender there. But Ekitike loses it, heads that to Guendouzi there, and that's going to be the end of the game here, as we lose 2-1 to Liverpool there. But our next game here is going to be against Dortmund, who we have beaten a lot in the last season, and I think we beat them both times in the season before that. But now Adeyemi has it, gets us to Brandt. Back to Adeyemi here, who's running down the wing here with his pace there. We could have signed him as well, but now Fran Garcia with a great tackle there. Gittins running past the defender here, and he's just running past all the defenders there. Adeyemi's the only one that can keep up. Takes a shot, and that's a great goal by Gittins there. Left the defenders behind. But now Adeyemi with some great skill to get past Gittins there. Skirassi has the ball here. Gonna pass that to Brandt. Now Adeyemi gets Branthwaite with the tackle on Girassi though. Now Fratesi has it. Gets that to Girassi. Branthwaite misses the tackle, and Trubin with a great save there. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. She's going to get the Ekitike, who takes a shot. That's going to go off the post there. Gets this to Chaibi. Bakayoko with the ball. And pass that back to Mainu. Over to Chaibi. Over to Ekitike here. Takes a shot. And that's going to go just wide of the goal there. So Bakayoko has it. Tries to get that to Ekitike, but Ekitike keeps it. Gets this to Bakayoko, who takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Joan Bakayoko. And he scores to make it 2-0. So we just need to keep this lead here. Not let them get any goal here, as we need to try and win the Bundesliga this season. But now Trubin with a great save. Now Fratesi has it. Gets it to Schlotterbeck. They're just passing this around now. So to get this to Brandt here. Over to Sunset. Gets it to Girassi there. And we missed the tackle there. We're going to get that to Wharton, who takes the shot. And that's going to be 2-1 there in the 60th minute. But now Chaibi has it. Gets this through to Ekitike. And we just cannot let them get the ball here. We're going to pass that to Bakayoko if we can. But that's going to be tackled off the ball by Schlotterbeck. Now Brandt has it. And they're going to pass that around there, as we lose the ball. Now Girassi gets that through to Adeyemi, who crosses that over to Sunset. Now Branthwaite with a tackle there, but that's going to be a foul as it's a free kick here. But on the line there, who makes another goal line block there as we get over to Bakayoko. And now Girassi's back here, so we need to figure out how to get past him. But Girassi with a great tackle on Bakayoko there, as Adeyemi has the ball here. And we just fouled him there with Jamie Gittins. Now he just stopped there, tried to tackle him off the ball, but Brandt has it. Now Fertesi has the ball here, but Larson with a great tackle there. And Brandt has the ball again here, but we cannot tackle him off the ball. As Deet with a great interception there, as this game is going to end 2-1 here, with Gittins and Bakayoko both getting the 2 goals. But our last game here is going to be against Bayern Munich, who are in 4th place. Now Chaibi gets this over, passes that straight into Musiala, as Elise has the ball here. And he's going to pass our defenders there, gets that over to Musiala. He's going to cross that over to Nuno Mendes, who heads that just wide of the goal there. We're going to get that over to Ekitike, through to Bakayoko, through to Chaibi. That's a great run by Chaibi. Takes a shot, and that's a great goal by Chaibi there, as he scores to make it 1-0 in the 7th minute here. So this is looking like it's going to be a good game. Now Nuno Mendes has the ball here. Gets that over to Musiala. Through to Harry Kane here. Now we just need to block his shot, but that goes in to make it 1-1 just 3 minutes after our goal. And now they're on the attack just 3 minutes later here. Musiala gets through, takes a shot, but that's a great save by Trubin, and I think Branthwaite got a foot to that. So he nutmegs as new, but we lose the ball there. Now Elise has it, gets this to Musiala. Gonna cross it over to Nuno Mendes, who's gonna cross that back to Harry Kane here. Harry Kane with the header, and that's gonna go over Trubin there. Just kept crossing the ball there. Now Gittins has it. We're gonna cross it over to Ekitike, who heads that straight into the keeper. But now they're gonna cross this over as we head that back to Gittins, who keeps the ball here. And we just need to get another goal here. We're gonna try and get past them here. Takes a shot, but that's gonna be a toe poke there as it goes straight to Ederson. So we head that straight into Sesko, who gets that to Coleman, and Branthwaite's going to make the tackle there as he wins the ball. Gets that over to Mainu, back to Bakayoko. We're going to try and get that over to Gittins, but we couldn't make the pass in time. Now Musiala has the ball here, gets it to Harry Kane. Now Paulinho, but that's going to be in the first half there, as Musiala has it here. Harry Kane with the ball. Nuno Mendes with the shot, but that's going to go just wide of the goal there. As Musiala gets it again. Going to take the shot from wide here. And Trubin with a great save as we get this over to Ekitike. Now we're going to pass it to Bakayoko if we can here. And we just need to score a goal here, make it 2-2. But that's going to go straight to Gittins here. Takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Gittins here to make it 2-2 in the 70th minute. As we put ourselves tied with them, with a chance to go further and potentially win the game here. We're going to cross it over to Ekitike here, who gets the ball, keeps it, gets it to Gittins again, back to Bakayoko, takes a shot, but that's going to go just over the bar. I think that was like a millimeter over. But now Musiala has it, but Gittins with a great tackle. Actually, no, that was Thea, I think. But this game is going to end 2-2 as we draw with Bayern Munich in our first game against them. But now currently we are second place in the league with 36 points, tied with Leipzig who have 36. And we are going to be versing Bayern Munich in the DFB Pokal quarterfinals. And in the Champions League we are in 11th place, just 2 points behind automatic qualification with 10 points. And our highest goal scorer right now is Ekitike with 20 goals and 9 assists, followed by Gittins with 14 and 5, and then Bakayoko with 8 and 7. So our new signing is doing good. Now our youngster Ferrer has 1 goal and 1 assist in 9 appearances, and Hanheidi has 2 appearances but no goals or assists, but an average of 8.25 rating. So he is doing well. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. So bye.